Let's look at some of the banks in the Qatar exchange and also banking and technology developments. Qatar listed companies Dalala Holding, Qatar Oman, Inma. These companies will discuss. In continuation of the earlier Indian startups, will complete the funding trends, funding patterns, and the last 5 years how the trend has been quite productive. Dalala Holding Brokerage Investment Holding was established in May 2005 to provide brokerage service to investors in equity markets. As on 11th March, it is 1.753 is the price, EPS 0.024, price to earnings 73 times, very high, price to book value 2.3 times. Now, net profit was 6.57 million compared to the net loss previous year, 15 million. Surge in brokerage income, 75% year on year was the reason for the profitability. Earning per share amounted to 0.024, and the board recommend to retain the earnings. Qatar Oman, established in 2006, Qatar Oman Investment Company, core objective is to invest in funds in all types of investment opportunities in Qatar and Oman. The price 0.906, EPS, price to earning, price to book value, dividend yield. Year-end results, if you look at, still coming on 22nd. Third quarter, they made a profit of 7.4 million, and mainly the surge on account of investment income and rental income by 67%. Inma, 2003, Inma Holding, a brokerage service company that offers comprehensive brokerage services for individuals and companies. The price is 5.14, EPS is 1.06, and dividend yield is 0.09, price to book value is 2.57, price to earning is 48 times. So they made a profit of 6 million compared to 397,000 for the previous year. Earning per share is around 0.106. Dividend distribution is 0.05. Let's move on to the main subjects. Indian startup funding trends. In 2020, the ecosystems ranked in total of 9.9 billion funding across 881 deals. In comparison to the previous year, the funding amount reduced by almost 17%, while number of deals received a setback of around 2%. Very important. So 2020, Indian startup funding around 9.9 billion. This indicates that although investors adopted a cautious approach, they continue to diversify their portfolio and support the existing portfolio in companies with small ticket size funding and follow up on the continuing trends. And they're also going to have a long-term commitment. The Indian startup, if you look at number of deals, last year is around 881 deals. Previous year was 894, so it's not bad. Funding patterns, equity versus debt. In 2020, the startup raised more equity than the debt similar to previous year. However, there was a marginal fall when compared to 2019. The number of deals has fallen 2020 when compared to 2019 across the source of financing. Now, that's understandable. Whether equity or debt, you have a reflection of the COVID, and we do understand we had the debt is around 53, and last year we had around equity trend of around 582 deals. When it comes to other deals, around 246. When it comes to debt versus equity, actual amount in millions, debt is around 935 millions. Equity is around 5,465 million. That is almost 5.4 billion. And other is around 3.5. That's totaling around 9.9. key trends, if you look at top tier 3 startups, Bangalore, Delhi and NCR, Mumbai, Kolkata, Ahmedabad and Chennai are now the investors' radar. The investors are now on the radar. If you look at these 3 cities are very much coming up. 2021, the 3 cities are expected to gain much higher investors' attention for the startup spanning SaaS, deep tech, space tech, retail consumer brands, enterprise tech. In the tier 2 landscape, if you look at Indore even surpassed Jaipur in terms of number of funding deals. Jaipur still get the highest ticket size among the tier 2 cities in India. Other promising destinations is Goa, Chandigarh, Cochin, Bhopal and Vadodara. The B2C business model has again built up trust among investors. B2B startup have given investors an indication of increasing level of maturity and attained B2B startup. Last 5 years, food tech took its position among the top 3 startup sectors in the highest funding. It's all home delivery services. Tracking them, monitoring them is very important. EdTech startup Byju's secured highest funding of 1.2 billion. So plenty of actions in Indian startup is also happening in India, and we should see the overall prospects post-COVID is all confined to digital value advantage. So wherever in the world remodeling of the business, whichever be the sector you belongs to, there's a huge amount of remodeling, and that's where the Indian startups are going to be very promising. So entrepreneurship is important. Sitting in a market where there is a huge opportunity of consuming public, the market is quite vibrant. The economy is set to grow nearing 10% after this COVID disaster. So we have bigger excitement in the technology side, startup side in the coming days.